This will probably be the most interesting video that you watch all week long. You're looking at the title and you're probably thinking, what the fuck? Like, what is he talking about? How did Kung Fu Panda make you all this money, change your business, change your life? And if you have just 5 minutes, hear me out, because this could be probably the biggest, most important thing that you hear about all week long. So I'm currently just walking around this plaza by my house, just got some Starbucks, and I wanted to talk about this because I just landed a couple days ago back from my trip that I went to Madrid for 2 weeks. And on the flight, it was a 9-hour flight. I don't really sleep on flights. And I was just watching movies. So I watched Austin Powers, I watched Gran Turismo, which was a great movie. And I ended up watching Kung Fu Panda. I haven't watched it in about 10 years. And the whole concept in the movie just absolutely shifted my mindset about my business and my life. And if I had watched it when I first started business 3 years ago, I would have made so much more progress because it's so damn true. So most of you guys should have watched the movie already. And if you haven't, maybe you're a bit uncultured. But the basic premise of it is you have the fat panda Pope, right? And he gets elected to become the dragon warrior who's going to save the entire village from the evil villain. And the dragon warrior is the one that's going to be able to access what's called the dragon scroll. And the dragon scroll is this super shiny gold scroll that nobody has ever opened in history. And the panda is going to open it, and he's going to get powers that it's going to save the world. He's going to be the strongest person in the entire world. He's going to save the village from evil, and he's going to hold the most power out of any warrior ever. And throughout the movie, he's training up to eventually open up the dragon scroll, and he finally gets to it, right? He's still a fat panda. He sucks at fighting. He doesn't think he could do it, but it's time because the villain's coming into town. And so he gets the dragon scroll and he opens it. And it was super suspenseful, right? Everybody's watching him. He opens it up and there's nothing in it. Everybody thought some magic was going to happen. He was going to become super jacked or like get all these powers. There was nothing inside the scroll. It was blank. And everybody freaked out. Oh, we're screwed. The town's going to get destroyed by the villain. And throughout the entire movie, what you end up realizing is the scroll didn't contain any hidden secret. But instead, it was just a reflection of whoever opened it. And so when the panda would open it, he would just see himself in the reflection of the scroll. And it took him the entire movie, the entire freaking, hour and a half, however long it was, for him to realize that the entire time, the hundreds of years that they were spending, waiting for somebody to open the dragon scroll and get these powers, there was no secret. So the entire secret was that there was never a secret. And that's the exact same concept that I am now applying to my life and my business, and something that I figured out. He found out that there was no secret. And the entire time he just had to look within because he had the powers within him. And that's how he was able to defeat the villain. Is he figured out, hey, this is what it means. There was never a secret. I just had the power within me the entire time. I just had to believe. And if I knew this when I was first starting in business, I would have made so much more money, because I used to look at these guys that were making $10K a month when I was at zero, when I dropped out of college, and I said, what is their secret? What are they doing that I'm not doing? How are they making $10,000, hitting their bank account every single month consistently, living the dream life that I want to live? What is their secret? I need to figure it out. And after getting over that hill and having friends that make $100,000, $200,000 a month, it took me this entire time, years and years, to realize that there was never a secret. The same way how there wasn't a secret in the Dragon Scroll in Kung Fu Panda. As silly as it sounds, a kid's movie. I want you to go and watch it this weekend. And look at it as he opens the Dragon Scroll, even though I already spoiled it for you if you haven't watched it. There was never a secret, but he had the power within him and he was able to save the world. The same way how you know what you need to do for your business, but you think other people have some secret that's getting them ahead of you. When in reality, you guys know the same information. They've just gave it more time. They've sent more DMs. They've spent more money on ads. They've made more YouTube videos. They've put in more. So there was never a secret. And I think, if you're watching this and you're starting off and you've been asking yourself that question, go and watch the movie, man. Because it's so dang true. There was never a secret. You just have to do more. And you have to believe in yourself. Like, that sounds so corny. You seriously have to believe in yourself that you could do it. I don't care how you look. I don't care where you're from. People will pay you if they see enough value in what you have to provide. It's that simple. Success doesn't choose one person over another. But I always thought there was a secret. And it wasn't until I got over the hump, made 10K a month in my agency, scaled up to 30K, that now I see it and I realize it. And hopefully I could share this lesson with you guys, that there was never really a secret. Nobody really knows things that you don't know, especially with the information that we have now. Maybe 30 years ago, it's like, yeah, there was a lot of secrets. You had to know, like your network, you had to know people if you wanted to make money, because that's where you learn the secrets. Secrets being, the cold DM scripts and all this stuff. Now it's just flooded on YouTube. All the information's flooded out there. So there isn't a lack of information. There's a lack of action. 30 years ago, men were way more hardworking in general, right? Blue collar, we had a lot more blue collar boys, just more hardworking men with integrity and just better times. But back then, what people lacked, entrepreneurs lacked, was information. The right information. They were doing the wrong inputs, but they were doing a lot of them. And 30 years later, the market has shifted, where it is the opposite that we are seeing now. People ask, is it easier to become successful nowadays or back then? I think it's the same. Now we have all the information accessible to us, but no one wants to take action. It's the same, it's a different problem, same situation. 30 years ago, nobody had the information, but everybody was willing to take action and just throw things at the wall, see what sticks. And I think it's just a really interesting thing to look at. So it's simple now. You understand, after watching this video, watching Kung Fu Panda, listening to what I'm saying, that you have it all, man. You just have to be willing to outwork, just out-input, out-leverage your competition and do way more. So yeah, I hope you understand that. And again, if I understood this when I first started in my business, I would have made so much freaking money, guys. I would have sent a million cold DMs. I would have spent $1 million on ads. I would have gotten a freaking loan for ads. I would have started YouTube videos day one. It's crazy. So yeah, hope you got that main takeaway out of this video. And let me know down below if you're gonna go watch Kung Fu Panda, if this makes any sense at all. Just thought of it in my head like, hey, this relates to the problem most people have. And if it does relate, just let me know down below. Let me know what else you want to see. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I'm going to go to the gym and stop walking back and forth here through this freaking plaza. So yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and I appreciate you watching. Hit that sub button, that like button. I'm going to keep putting out bangers for you.